everyone, we're starting this video off first thing in the morning. I am folding some laundry. I typically like to wake up about an hour and a half before my kids, and I'll have my quiet time and eat breakfast, and then I will fold a load of laundry. It has been a great habit for me just to get a load of laundry folded first thing in the morning, because I've noticed with myself that laundry is typically the thing that I will push off and push off and push off. So if I tackle it first thing in the morning, then it's checked off the list and I have it done, and it helps me stay on top of it by getting one load folded a day. So this has been a great habit that I've been implementing. We have a lot more laundry this morning because we just recently closed up our camper at the Jersey Shore, and I brought home all of our blankets and towels to be washed. So I am just folding them now and stacking them in a pile to put them away. But if you're new here, my name is Nissa and I make videos about motherhood and homemaking. Now that I am dressed, I'm just opening the windows and letting some fresh air in. It has been so beautiful this October, like in the mid 60s to low 70s, and I've really been enjoying having the windows open. But now I'm just taking a laundry bag and putting all of the laundry that needs to go back down to the camper in it. I should probably also mention that we are from Pennsylvania, which is why the weather has been so nice and why we go to the Jersey Shore, because it is the closest shore to us. We love the beach so much that it's just like our favorite place in the summer. But since this morning I had more laundry than normal, some of the laundry did get carried out throughout the rest of the day, so I am just finishing up that now. As a family of 5, we just always have a ton of laundry going. We have 3 kids, and my dad lives with us also, so technically this household is a family of 6. And yeah, I just feel like laundry is always in rotation, and I have tried to implement for myself and the kids like a minimalist wardrobe, and I do feel like for myself it has been very beneficial because I only need to do my laundry like once a week now, and it's not overwhelming. But for the kids, it's just different. Like, kids get dirty so much easier than adults do. Like, my youngest, who is not even 2 yet, like, she still goes through like 2 outfits a day sometimes because she just is always getting food on herself or spilling something. And like, the boys occasionally will go through 2 outfits also, but now that they're older, it's not as bad. So now we are moving on to the kitchen. This is just the cleanup that I need to tackle. I have dinner in the Instant Pot and some breakfast that needs to get cleaned up. So I'm just starting off by unloading the dishwasher. I normally like to start off with the dishwasher so that way I can have all the dishes put away, have it empty, and then put all the dirty dishes in. And then I will move on to wiping down the counters and cleaning out the sink. So if you're new here, welcome. Something about us is that we recently just remodeled our kitchen. It is not 100% done. I am thinking about putting beadboard up behind our shelves instead of doing like a tile backsplash. One, because I really like the cozy look of that, and it is more affordable. And this is like an older home. It was built in 1902, and I just kind of feel like that like adds more character to the old home, having like the wood beadboard instead of doing backsplash. But I'm curious if anyone has like an opinion on that. Definitely let me know down below. I'm thinking of painting it all white, painting the backsplash or the beadboard white, and then painting the tan shelves that are up in the kitchen right now white as well. And I just feel like it could look like really clean and cozy. I've also been going back and forth on this for a while, but I'm thinking about painting our tile floor black. That is something I really need like people's opinion on, because I've had some people tell me that they think it'll chip and that it'll look dirty all the time, but I feel like it already looks dirty all the time anyway, it being white. So I don't know. I'm curious if anyone has like some opinions on that, if they've painted tile and had no issues with the experience. So now that the dishwasher is empty, I'm just going ahead and reloading it with all the dirty dishes that are in the sink. If you're wondering why we have two faucet heads, we actually have a reverse osmosis system. That is what the gold faucet head is for, and that's just like a filtered water system. We love having the reverse osmosis because it literally cleans out everything from the water, like the chlorine, the fluoride, everything. It even like strips the minerals from it. So we have this blue bottle on the side of the screen. You might see it. It's just trace minerals that we have to add back into our water if we ever have a glass of water. We just care a lot about like non-toxic living and clean living because I'm a cancer survivor. I actually had cancer when I was 16 and I was on chemotherapy for 2.5 years. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it just like really changed my life and like how I look at living, and it made me like question like how is it that a perfectly healthy 16-year-old gets so sick to the point that they're about to lose their life. Like I was very, very sick. And it was truly a life-changing experience for me, which is why I am now just so cautious about how I live and what I eat and what I expose my body to. So if you are someone that is very interested in non-toxic living, definitely consider subscribing because it is something that I am trying to be more open about and transparent about, because it is something that I am just very passionate and cautious of. It also means a lot to me because I now have 3 kids, and I just feel like the toxic load exposure for them is so much more heavy than it even was for me, and there's just a lot more things that you need to be concerned about in this world with the next generation, and it's just like horrible. It makes me so sad. So that is why I try to use all wood and stainless steel cooking utensils. They are more non-toxic. They don't have the PFAs and the plastics and the hormone disruptors in them, and they don't poison your food when they get heated up. So that is just like why I have switched over to that option. And the soap that I even use, I just use like pure cast iron soap. You'll see me make my spray later in this video, but I just fill up our dish bottle, which is the darker yellow one, with just pure cast iron soap, and then the hand soap bottle is just it diluted with some water, and I add like a lavender essential oils to make it smell nice. But that is just like where I'm at right now. I pretty much do as much non-toxic as possible while also trying to keep my sanity. But now I'm just going ahead and putting away some leftover containers that were out on the counter. We don't have a pantry really, we just have that drawer and the drawer below it that we keep like our pantry goods in. I do want to make a shelf in the basement and start canning. So this is the cast iron soap that we get. It's the Yokin brand, and I'm just adding some lavender oils to the spray bottle, and then I'm going to add some of the cast iron soap. I really just eyeball it, but I would say it's probably about a 1/4 cup, and then I fill it up with 16 ounces of water. I use this stuff on literally everything except for glass and stainless steel. For glass and stainless steel, I just use water and vinegar, and I have a separate spray bottle for that. Now I'm just getting one of my cleaning rags out. I keep them in this basket so they're hidden. And I'm so sorry that the footage is now a little blurry. I had my phone on the wrong setting. That's another little fun fact about me, is that I do all of my filming on my iPhone. I do want to invest in a camera one day, but I just feel like I'm not in a place right now where that is the wisest decision. Like, I was just looking at cameras online and they range from like $400 to $600. And I just feel like with my YouTube channel being like still a little baby, that it's not worth making an investment in that at the moment. But yeah, so that's how I do all of my filming right now. And if you are ever like second guessing like if I should get started on something, like just get started. You can start with like the littlest resources that you have right now. I mean, I look at my YouTube channel and everything that I have done has literally been on my iPhone, and it has already like grown more than I could have imagined. Like, I have over 600 subscribers, and I'm like, what? Like, why do 600 people actually want to watch me? Like it just like the littlest amount, I feel like, has already been such a blessing to me. And I'm just like so thankful that like 600 people actually are interested in what I have to say. And I really do gotta give like all the glory to the Lord. I feel like He has been the one who has used my creativity and allowed growth to take present on this channel. But anyway, now I'm just finishing up wiping down these portions of the counters, and I'm going to finish the front piece of the counter and put some more things away, and then I'm going to move into wiping down my dining room table and the bathroom. I have these little hand tiles that were sitting out on the counter that I do with my kids this summer, and I just recently got around to painting them. I just wanted to show them because I thought they were so cute, and I need to find a spot in my house to hang them up. I want them to be somewhere where I can see them really often because they just like bring me so much joy. I think they're adorable. But anyway, now I'm gonna scrub down this table. I stained and painted this table myself. It used to be like a yellow base and like, I want to say an American oak top, and I put a polyurethane finish on it, so it does like wipe down like very easily, thankfully. But my kids had Play-Doh on it, and I just feel like Play-Doh, when it dries, if you don't wipe it up quick enough, it's just so hard to get up. So there was just so much Play-Doh on this table. I'm surprised like you can't see it on camera, but I guess that's what you get for filming with an iPhone 14. Now I'm just wiping down my daughter's chair. I got this chair from Habitat for Humanity and it was pink. It does have a little crack in it, which I am gonna repair down the road, but it hasn't like affected like the stability of the chair at all. I feel like probably because my daughter isn't heavy enough, but even my sons sit in it too sometimes, and like I've never seen like any structural issues, so yeah. But I just think it's adorable. Like I love that it's like meant for like a little baby, and I don't have to have like a high chair, and she can just like sit at the table with us. That's what I love the most, is just that she can be present with us at the table and isn't like separated by like a high chair tray. Now we are moving on to my downstairs bathroom. I guess you could call this the powder room. It really just needs to be wiped down. The sink is pretty gross. The sink gets gross so quickly because we brush our teeth down here, and we do brush our teeth with coconut oil, so that's why that bottle was here. It is literally the only thing that I have found doesn't destroy my gums and actually cleans my teeth. Because I've had 3 children and I had them 3 under 3, my gums were just so receded and sore, and like my dentist even said to me like, you really need to like take care of your gums. So I switched over to using coconut oil, and like then went back to the dentist 6 months later, and they were like, your gums look great, like they look so good. And I didn't tell them like it was because of coconut oil, because I didn't want them to be like, no, you can't be using that or whatever. But now my whole family uses it and we love it. So when cleaning like this, I normally use the same rag, and I always finish off in the bathroom because that's like the most dirty spot in my opinion, and on the toilet. And I will do the outside of the toilet with the rag, but when I do the inside of the toilet, I switch over to a paper towel because I just feel like that's more sanitary. But if you're like wondering like what my method is, and you've noticed that I have the same rag in my hand, that's just like how, that's like my philosophy on it, is like I'll start in the kitchen and then like work my way through and finish in the bathroom. So the one thing that I feel like is not non-toxic in our house is these Clorox pads, and the reason I use them is because I just honestly find that I believe that they are the most sanitary option. I like that you can just like throw out the head and be done with it instead of it just like sitting around. So that is like the one area where I feel like I make an exception. Now I'm using a different spray bottle. This is the vinegar and water, and a clean rag to wipe down our mirror. If you made it this far, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I hope that you consider liking and subscribing. All right, God bless and have a good one.